And then is that noise?
All right, I think I'm here now. Can you hear me, Ginger? Testing, testing. Oh boy. All right, can you hear me, Ginger?
Yeah.
Yeah. Loud and clear.
Oh,
Loud
excellent.
and clear.
Here.
All right. Keep hearing like Discord noises. I don't know why I keep hearing them, but all right.
They're not there now.
They're not there now. It was really bad.
It was really
in,
bad when you
but
got
now
in.
It's fine.
But now it's fine.
Okay. All right. So you heard them too then?
Yeah, it's
fine.
Okay. All right.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. Let's go, everybody.
Let's go, everybody.
Some
Yeah.
Bad Bunny here. Let's shake it up.
Bad Bunny here. Let's shake it up.
Everyone had a wonderful week.
Had a wonderful week.
You got
Today
big party
we cleaned
planned?
the house.
Today we cleaned the house.
Today we clean the house. Oh boy. You mean we take the house's money?
Oh, we already did this
week.
week.
We had a great
We
week.
had a great week.
All right. What do you want to do? I can go first. You can go first. You tell me what you want.
I can go first. I can start. I am ready.
I can start. I am ready.
All right. You are locked and loaded, sir.
Okay.
Run.
Here we go.
Okay. Ready to go.
Morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Ready
Ready
for the weekend?
Rocking some Bad Bunny here.
And the market
market
shenanigans.
Market shenanigans.
I have Spy here on the week.
I have Spy here on the week.
Wick here
on the weekly chart.
From that support level at 7:30.
7:30.
Incredible, right? We die on FOMC.
We die
and they buy this, and now we
FOMC and they buy this, and now we
pass
2 levels.
The 7:30 area.
For me, support the 7:30 area.
Broke the 7:36 area. We are about to try to break the 7:42 area. 7:42.73. That is this area right here. And to retest the 7:45s to 7:48 area. Okay, we. Been wicking to the 750.
Been wicking to the 750.
As you can see here.
Okay, as you can.
That's what we did. We closed.
See here.
747 here, 748, and we wicked to the 750.
48, and we wicked to the 750.
Spy has really had a trouble is to reclaim that 750.
Has really had a trouble is to reclaim that 750.
Very clear here.
Very
wick. We get to 750 and we can clear that. Good morning, baby. Happy Friday, baby. Welcome to join us.
Happy Friday, welcome to join us.
It's Friday.
Babies are allowed. Absolutely.
Yes.
No subscription required.
No. Let's teach them how to make money.
Let's teach them how to make money.
Be wealthy in the future. So I just want to go to Spy here and what happened.
I just want to go to Spy here and
tremendous amount of strength. Apple and Amazon yesterday completely opposite. Apple, I think it went up too much.
It went up too much during the previous week and wanted to fill the gap.
This gaps around here. That's why I think it came down.
The earnings were stellar. The earnings were stellar.
Net sales 70%.
Look at this.
There's some flaws there, but the earnings were very, very good.
There's
Yeah.
Apple missed projections by
something else, guys.
%.
Yeah.
I want to focus on something else that I haven't really paid attention, and I don't think we paid attention on the Discord. We focused too much on tech, guys, and I think I missed a
tremendous opportunity here.
And
the reason I was on gold,
on oil. was because of the earnings from this morning
on Exxon
and Chevron. Okay,
this is making a beautiful cup here, and I think there's a great opportunity. I'm going to study this more over the weekend. I think there's a great opportunity for us to make money here. They're very similar right now, as you can see.
They're very similar right now, as you can see on the daily.
I missed it. Look, this is an A+ setup.
This is an A+ setup here, guys.
Gap between the EMAs comes to the 50 and bounces.
Comes to the 50 and bounces, and it makes a higher high there.
Now key level for this to close above.
Is for this to close above.
The earnings were absolutely amazing.
The earnings were
on this, okay, and
absolutely amazing.
Not on this.
On this
one on Exxon. And this thing went down. Okay.
And this thing went down.
Earning 14.5 billion, record production, strong cash flow,
record production,
9.4 billion return to shareholders.
Okay,
this is the company that I want to be invested.
This is the company that I want to be invested.
Look into this.
Okay, we're gonna look into this,
and we're gonna take some trades on this. Okay. Now going back,
and we're gonna take some trades on this.
To our tech here.
I
totally forgot, guys. My bad. That Roblox.
My bad. That Roblox had earnings yesterday.
And this thing just tanked. Okay.
And this thing just tanked.
No Roblox for me here. What I really want to talk.
No Roblox for me.
Is SoFi. Okay. SoFi is looking very, very strong here.
Very strong.
I want to be a buyer.
I want to be a buyer here.
Okay. Look. We had earnings. Earnings on SoFi, record revenue, net income, member growth, and the outlook for the next quarter was strong. This is looking great.
This is looking
great. We talked
great.
about this every single time SoFi comes to 15.
And we talked about this.
Boom. Every time it comes to 20.
What happens? Boom.
Let me just, guys, this is a little bit too loud right now.
We're
having fun, but now we're talking about.
We're having fun, but now. Now we're talking about.
You can even. It's so cheap that you can buy a 10 of stock.
You can even.
I wouldn't buy it right now.
It's so cheap.
I would wait here. Look. I would wait. Oh, it's coming already.
I would wait.
Perfect.
Oh, it's coming already.
Here's the gap.
Perfect.
We filled the
Here's
gap.
the gap.
I would start getting in here at the 90 MA right here.
I would start getting in here at the 90 MA right here. If I see a bounce,
and you can leverage
I would buy
it with
stock,
options.
and you can leverage it with options.
A month expiration options.
Okay.
For puts.
By a month expiration.
You don't even need to buy that many options. Look, this thing is.
Buy that many options. Look, this thing is.
So you can really protect your capital on this.
You can really protect your capital on this.
And it's going to bounce. The only thing I'm really expecting is a little bit more of volume here.
See a little bit more of volume here.
Look, gap from earnings. They are absolutely amazing. The earnings. Everything is good. The CEO is extremely invested in the stock.
The CEO is extremely.
This has great potential to go.
Our first level to break is around here.
1677 around this area. I would say the 17. And then we can break to the upside. Okay. Triple bottom.
Okay.
We need to hold the gap. Okay?
We need to hold the gap.
The 4 hours already
starting to give us the entry.
Like I said, the 90 MA would be perfect for me to entry.
Like I said, the 90 MA would be perfect for me to entry.
Get some already. Your feet wet in this.
Be careful that open.
The moves that open on this thing are brutal.
The moves that open on this
in the 5 minutes, as you can see here. I'm not putting it on the 15. What was yesterday? Look, this was yesterday. Look at the move. It was very, very strong.
This was yesterday. Look at the move.
So wait for it. 15 minutes is almost hitting the 200. This is perfect. Okay, filling the gaps to the downside.
Okay. Filling the gaps to the downside, and look for this level to bounce.
So I'm really liking this. I think they're really, really good potential for us to make money.
Really, really good potential.
20 will be the final TP. 20 if this can break 18 and continue. Okay, just like we were talking about SPY yesterday, if we can claim
that I
740,
posted.
150,
If we can,
and hold there, the next level will be
this level will be
742,
742, 743.
There was no rejection. We continued, and here
There
we
was no
are right
rejection.
now.
We continued, and here
on
we are right
SPY,
now on
742.
SPY.
Okay, yeah,
742. Okay, yeah,
put it
SoFi.
there,
Put it there
on your list.
on it.
It looks
On your list.
very, very good.
It looks very, very good.
Another thing that I want to talk about is Rivian. Let me go here. Rivian.
Yeah, Rivian.
Guys, Rivian came again to the channel and bounced. Okay?
To the
key level,
and bounce.
We are above
key
it
level,
right now.
We are above it right now.
Is this level here? We gotta go above here and hold. We gotta above go 17. Close today above 17, and I'm gonna look into this for next week. Okay, there's the resistance. See right there. 17, 18. There's our resistance.
17, 18. There's our resistance.
For this to continue. If we reject here, I'll take shorts.
Continue. If we reject here, I'll take short.
Lower low and fill that gap there.
Fill that gap there.
Okay? Keep an eye on it. This has been on this channel.
Keep an eye on it. This has been on this channel.
Let's break above and continue.
Break above
and
continue.
Would have been here on
the
Tuesday.
entry would have been here on Tuesday.
So, and we will be trimming
I
around
missed
here
that.
now.
So, and
another
we'll
one,
be trimming
Tesla.
around here now.
And I'll like all the big ones for the Max 7, except this one for banana. Okay,
for
Tesla.
Banana. Okay,
crucial here. Okay,
Tesla
at the 300.
Crucial here. Okay.
Crucial to hold here
at the 300
right now.
Crucial to hold here at 300
right
now.
I love this reverse candle here on the 4-hour. Okay. I love the fact that he came to retest not even the bottom, the open, he just
to retest
the
not
close,
even the bottom, the open,
and
he just
the next one came and retest the 300.
And the next one came and retest the 300.
301.7 there. 300. That's my level. Look at this level. This level is
301.7 there.
2 or 3 years.
That's my level. Look at this level. This level is as
you recall. Comes here perfectly in bounces, right? There is your 21. There's where the resistance
There is your 21. There's where the resistance.
I would love to see this to hold here. 304,
I would love to see this to hold here.
Previously close and bounce here.
Bounce here.
Okay. If it goes below the 300, I would exit.
Here.
And the trade here is not go full position. You should never go full position on the first one.
Go full position.
But see how it is. This might just spike. Fridays for Tesla. Very, very brutal. Very brutal.
Very brutal
in the opening. So we'll see what this does here. But I like Tesla to the upside.
Opening. So we'll see what this does here.
There's some good news that came out of Tesla too.
About
Robotaxi and all that. And SpaceX did a 1.6 billion contract with the government that will up a little bit too. So there's a couple of things going on here. And another one, PayPal.
Okay, we've been talking about PayPal.
I talked about PayPal. How this was a great setup here, right? We bounced. We come in massive wick to the 50, and I said yesterday I really like it here. There's your fake.
There's your fake.
And then look what happened.
And then look what happened.
Look what happened there.
Look what happened there.
Right? It faked everyone here. On earnings, and now we're holding.
On earnings.
I think we can get closer to the 60. I really like this daily candle.
Okay. There. I really like this daily
candle.
Okay. So
if
PayPal
holds here 57.
57.
We can go get that wick at 59. Okay. We like
PayPal here.
If you've been holding the entire time, it is.
If you've been holding the entire time, it is
a really good trade.
A really good trade.
There's your gaps.
There's your gaps.
The news of the acquisition. And this thing has been. And some profit there at 59.
Taking some profit there at 59.
This is looking very, very good. The only thing is, and we talked about this, is an island.
Yeah.
Okay. One last one that I want to talk to. Getting into the next step is Microsoft. Okay.
Getting into the next step.
I told everyone not to touch Microsoft because it's stuff that I heard. Maybe those things are over and done. This was a couple months. This thing, stellar earnings.
This thing,
and at really good volume. here, look,
and at a really good volume.
See the volume here. So
Here,
and here,
look,
okay.
see
People are back into this.
we're back into
And
this.
if you look back,
And
look
if
at the
you look
volume.
back, look at the
okay?
volume. Okay.
People were not really touching this. Now
People
they're
were
back.
not really touching
So
this.
whatever I said,
Now they're
I
back.
think it's
So
over.
whatever I
and done
said,
with.
I think it's over.
We had a
and done
gap
with.
here. We filled the gap.
We had a gap here. We filled the
Yesterday,
gap.
now there's your
Yesterday,
resistance right
now there's
there.
your resistance right there.
I would be very, very careful. You need to let it calm down a little bit.
Down a little bit.
But we're gonna look, into
into
Microsoft
next
next
week.
week. I think there's really good money to make here on Microsoft.
Here on
This
on
thing
Microsoft.
did a triple bottom here as well. Hold
Did
that
triple
pivot level. All these lines are old as hell.
When
I see lines,
these lines have
years
and years.
Because look, 2020.
I've got lines like that on my forehead.
Yeah,
man.
This was
years and years old.
This is where I started trading. I used to do this line. So look old. This is old as hell. This has at least 5 years. This line
has at least 5 years. This line.
So yeah, look, this is on the weekly. I was looking. Okay.
So yeah, look.
Very, very impressive.
Very impressive. That bounce
on this candle.
Okay.
I think there's strength. We cannot get in now. We need this to cool off a little bit. Like we always say, there's the gaps in our EMAs on the 4 hour. There's the channel that I have broke to the upside. If we miss it, if you continue to just hit TP there for 80, it is what it is. There's other stocks. If it gives us an entry, I would love it around here. Okay,
I would love it around here.
430, right there.
Okay,
around it might even come in and hold it, but yeah. Well, I'm gonna set some alerts today. I'm gonna set alerts. This weekend.
I'm gonna set alerts.
Like some of the members want to get into trades that are like a month or 2 weeks on calls. So I'm gonna start posting those. So I'm gonna start
posting those for everyone.
So save some cash. Don't go crazy. Let's test it. Put some money in it. Let's test it. Put some money in, and then we'll make a balance.
And see how it goes, and then we'll make a balance.
The month starts on Monday. At the end of the start having those trades, and then at the end of the month, we'll see what is our profit or loss. We'll check the P&L there. What else?
We'll check the P&L there.
I think that's all the dollar. I want to go over the dollar. Okay. Here's what happened to the dollar. We couldn't get to 102. I really thought
we couldn't get to
go there.
I really thought.
You see me. We make a. Once you can make a higher high, that's exactly what happens every single time. Look what the dollar did, the lower low.
What the dollar?
Okay, and this is where we need to be careful.
Did the lower low? Okay.
On SPY and everything, because now the dollar is
trying to bounce,
trying to fill up these gaps. Now let's see if it goes around
here.
This is bearish. Okay. The 9 already crossed the 200. The 21 already crossed the 200, and the 21 already crossed really down. So getting here and reject
and
then
reject
see
and then see
if the market then
bounces
to the upside on the stock side.
I
want to talk about the dollar because of that, because we could never really get up there. Okay. Which didn't get to the top of the channel. But this is a strong bounce. Pay attention. The way this is going to perform is the way it's going to affect the markets. SPY and the Nasdaq. There. Another thing. One last thing that I want to talk about coin.
One last thing that I want to talk is about coin.
Okay. Coin is getting some support here.
Okay. Coin is getting some support.
People know that in September is one usually for people start getting into September and November will be the good months for coin. So the only thing is August a lot of the times is not good.
August,
and you'll get a drop here for this close and retest them. But I think based on this chart here on the weekly, you see every time that we go there, that we might retest that wick there. Okay.
That we might retest
want to see how this candle closes this week. If we can close above this here, you see right there. I think there's a very good chance, and we'll go on Monday. And I don't trade Coinbase, not Coin. That will take some calls here, or even some stock.
What do you mean you trade Coinbase, not Coin?
Calls here, or even some stock to get there.
Just if we close here today above that, if we close this candle today above 165.80, we'll look at Coin. Even if this is the fake bounce there, I want to take advantage of it. Usually when you see a candle like this, something I need to do my research, right? There's earnings here too. But this doesn't matter. Coinbase doesn't matter. It just follows Coin.
Coinbase doesn't matter.
So I need to do my research.
I need to do my research
over the weekend. I'll let you guys know on Monday. If we can get, because this is what this means is something unexpected and very abrupt.
What this means is something unexpected and very abrupt.
Stock, right? Probably was earnings, right? Probably was earnings. I don't know. I need to see. And usually, if it's just some dumb news that doesn't really affect the fundamentals of it, the market will go there. Okay, and the market will go there. Move to the upside. Okay, and continuous natural move to the upside. Opportunity. So I want to see that from here up there. Okay. That's it for me, guys. Enjoy. That's it Friday for me, guys. Enjoy. Don't forget if you are a trader. Don't forget if you are a trader that always set Friday to pay yourself, to your P&L, to your review over the weekend. Review over the weekend. What you did, how was the week? What you did, what you did wrong, what you did well. Journal your journey, man. It's so beneficial. It's so beneficial. And have a good weekend. I'll see you. Whoever's not sitting with you. And have a good weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday. Have fun.
Ginger, do me a favor. Could you leave your camera on?
I am.
But you can put a sticky post on it. I have a problem with your shape. It's like cut off on the top and the bottom, and I want to adjust that, but I want to do that after I'm done with the call. And if you turn it off, then the whole circle disappears and whatever. So
no,
just put a sticky note on it, whatever, and I'll text you when I'm done.
My camera has a privacy screen. I can just bring it down.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Bring it down.
Also, what do you mean the difference between Coin and Coinbase?
Bitcoin.
Okay, whatever you say, I don't trade Coin, I trade Coinbase. And you're looking at Coin, I don't recognize that you're talking about Bitcoin. So now I understand. I was very confused by that. Like, what do you mean you don't trade Coin? You're talking about Coin. This is Coin.
Coinbase.
Coinbase.
Right. Yeah. No, I understand. I understand now. All right, cool. All right, everybody. Shift on over to my 4-panel, if you don't mind. I got a little bit of stuff to go through with you guys, and want to do it quickly. We've got about 10 minutes left for the market open. So looking here at the VIX, we can see we definitely, here was the trend line yesterday. We followed that through with our afternoon meeting, continued to drop on down over the night. A little bit of bounce reaction here. You can see, you can see clearly that this is right above the key level. It has also been respected. There's clearly a pivot right here. I've consolidated all to that 18,250. That's the point we want to breach. So we have bounced here, there, but the good news is we've got all the SMAs are turning and coming down against us. So every one of them is negative, including the 50 here at 0.17 degrees negative. It's still negative. We've had a crossing. The 4-hour 9 crossed the 20. It's crossing the 50 on the open here, which will help push us. What did I not change it? Sorry. Help push us down to the push us down onto that 18,250 level. Once we breach that 18,250, we should have a nice little pop in the market. Are we going to do that over this weekend is going to be the question. And today may be some consolidation from the high growth rate we had earlier. Just look at ES right here, and you can see what's going to happen. Very, very clearly, we had our run up, continued into the overnight. Now we need to back test and settle. 4-hour 9 doing this exact inversion of what you can see on the VIX up here, which is perfect. We love it when they align in perfect inverted form. firm that gives us the ability to predict a lot easier. And we can see 4-hour 9 coming up, headed towards the 4-hour 50 here. So expect a small back test here sometime in the mid-morning, if not in the beginning here, and then we can hopefully stabilize and push forward. That is my prediction for today. And again, just looking at this from the charts here, I don't see us having any else problems I see. So looking back, I can see that clearly on the 27th in the overnight session, we had a high here of 75.2475. We need to beat that high in order to take out the next level here on price. On trend, let's look at the 4-hour 9 here. So we've got our breakdown coming down here. We still haven't, we beat it on price. Secondary breakdown, tertiary breakdown. So on trend, we've taken out that tertiary breakdown, right? We're up here. I'm hoping today we take out the secondary breakdown, which will push price up into the 75.20 and hopefully past this point here. And then ultimately the goal here is over the next 2 weeks is to push past this primary breakdown at the 75.40 level here. So if we can do those three things in steps like it looks like it wants to do, then we should be in some really great shape to have a nice run up here. It's not going to be without its pullbacks though. So, you know, we have to be aware of that, of course. Looking at SPY's close yesterday, we can see 741.71. Definitely midpoint of what's going on here. 4-hour 9 is almost turned. We're at flat zero right now, barring any kind of discrepancies going into what I just said into this afternoon. We should be able to push on up higher. 744 is going to be on the open, so this 4-hour 9 will open up, pile through, hopefully through this D9 by the end of the day, and then obviously if we can maintain price above the weekly 9 and take half of this cluster and put it below us, we'll be in great shape for next week. Next week, I'm going to just look briefly at the economic calendar, just to spit it out there. Where is it? Next week. There we go. So next week we're looking at ISM PMI on Monday. So we're going to have a right out of the gate inflationary tail on Monday. I believe that's going to be in our favor. I believe this month will show all types of inflationary indicators in our favor, followed by the following month against us. So we should have a decent August with inflationary numbers. JOLTS is on Tuesday for job openings. Be careful there. But again, I think that's going to work in our favor. And anything jobs related is typically 24 to 48 hours temporary in terms of its effect on the market. It doesn't tend to stick that well. It's really about the inflationary interest rates when we're talking about jobs. Wednesday is more employment stuff, and we have PMI as well, ISM PMI. So that'll give us a little bit of, that one's a little bit different. We'll see how we go there. Thursday is going to be not too much, and then we're looking at Friday, we're getting earnings and non-farms payroll. So you know, a busy week again next week, but nothing actually that leaves me with any kind of discrepancy against what I'm forecasting. And here we are on the 1 minute for ES. You can clearly see the overnight session wasn't extremely active. We had a nice flush run here. Gosh, I love Jinja's indicator here with all of the structural levels outlined on here for us. It looks really, really sweet, Jinja. And we've got all these levels targeted out here for us for the day. So all we have to do today is look at the overnight session in terms of our clearing to push on above. Obviously, the 75.17 level is going to be our target in the beginning here, and see if we can push on above it. We may no consolidate today because of the length of the run we had yesterday. One thing working against us today is oil. Oil has spiked up to 85, 86 here, so we were slightly above normal levels in terms of where the last 2-3 trading sessions were. We were in that 78 to 83 range. I do expect this to give us a little bit more difficulty as pressures change from the Hamas region over to the Iranian region, hoping that deal with Hamas and everything over there sticks, gives us a little bit enough euphoria to push us through Iran on the weekend, and doesn't give us those big pullbacks that we've been seeing every single weekend when we have those activities. I don't need to go through too much on SPY. I think Jinja did a phenomenal job giving you guys the works on here with all those levels. I'll just reiterate my consolidation theory here on this consolidation. We are now in the upward trend of that consolidation. What we need to do is we need to look at these tops here crossing there and make sure that we tap out that on this next run here. That is what I'm looking for a target, is to get up here. Whether we breach that and go above, we will see when we get there. That is not something that is as important as actually getting there. Getting there gives us a clear run here for a couple of weeks. So let's see that happen. Same thing on the Qs here, but a different trajectory. Obviously, it's a much steeper run to go through. If I take that trajectory and run it down from here, you'll see it's not as difficult of a path here to get up into. This may break though on the upside here. So looking forward to seeing the Qs kind of recoup here off these lows and push us on up higher. Nvidia in the overnight pushing up a little bit higher here to 198. 48 here. We have where we closed, I forget, 195.15, right? So you can see this is 24-hour charts now that I'm switching over to. And please pin me when you don't see it doing that, when I'm not using that, or if I'm talking the wrong way. If you see, it's very, very clearly right here on the chart. But yeah, looks really good. What we've stalled out here, where NVIDIA has stalled out on the last attempted recovery. However, with this V-shaped recovery, you can see right here in terms of the past 48 hours, the breakout is here. This is what we're looking for NVIDIA to do its breakout. When I say breakout, I just mean break out of this structure. I don't mean it's going to run like a banshee. So don't expect this thing to go crazy, crazy high, but do expect us to start to climb in a positive direction here. All right. The animal of the day, of every day lately, is Soxal. Soxal turned around while Jinja was talking. It absolutely loves everything he had to say, so it decided instead of pulling back down towards the 24-hour 9, it's going to reverse and go in the other direction and tackle the D9 first thing this morning. This is great news for Soxal holders. We get to see that push front and center in the morning here, and then we get some consolidation towards the afternoon where we get some decisions. Decisions will be made on Soxal today as we get closer to the close in terms of what the weekend's going to look like. Anybody who is in position here should know and should understand the Soxal story. It trades the same all the time. We had our pullback, we had our revision, we had our continued push on down. We have now set a bottom and we're breaking out of it. How do we know we're breaking out of it? We can see trend is actually, let me get rid of these drawings because these drawings are confusing. There's too much on there. We don't need all that. All we need is this. We can see our 9 coming down, okay? We crashed the bottom. We have a V-shaped recovery on the trend. V-shape on the trend, guys. So trend is pushing us up higher. When do we know this is resolved? Once we break out of the structure all the way here at 159. Jinja had a couple other levels between here and there, which are also important. Those are going to show you static in the meantime. But till we get trend up to that level, we are not completely recovered, and we can wallow a little bit. But the good news is if we take this daily 9 and the 4-hour 50 here, that gives us a ton of space here to actually suck in and go to the next pivot levels. And I don't have Jinjas on here specifically, so I don't want to cite those exactly, but I see
Big Daddy, good morning. Hey, I love that.
And not. And then we have kind of this breakdown, this 150, 160, 159, 160 range right here.
They want to go to the high right away.
Clearing 160
anyone getting in.
Brings us up to the the weekly 9.
Yeah,
188. That's the target. That's the game plan here with Soxal. That's what I want to see over the next 2 weeks. With it, I do expect pullbacks. Matter of fact, I expect Soxal might give us a little shakedown going into Monday, but then we should be able to push on through, hopefully. So that'll be good there. Let's move on over to, well, actually, let me hit MU too. MU, big story on the MU is analyst ratings and everything else have not changed. We're still pushing into that 1500 level here, so things look really, really good for MU.
Guys, 2 days
very, very
ago,
solid here. We are
729.
closer to breaking out of the breakdown than we are on anything else. So this is the big story, big name for us here in terms of our growth and push here. So stay on this one as you can. Just FYI, it is 9:32, and I can see Jinja, and he is trading right now. I can actually see him on his camera. He is he's executing right now and smiling. So he's making money over there. If you need to go join him, don't be. I will not be offended. I'm recording this and I will post this shortly. CRDO, nice recovery here. I'm a little leery on this one only because the fact that of how this actually gets manipulated in terms of the growth spurt of the other sides. This is a product that is utilized, that is replaceable in between. It is not a one of its own. Yes, they have there's proprietary technology and everything else there, but in this spin, when we're trying to cut margins for everybody trying to make the AI run hurt, or the consolidation of all these data centers and all of that, this is an expense that might not be spared in their efforts to try to profitize everything that they're doing. So all I'm looking for here is a breakout from the breakdown. 232 gives me the green light. Otherwise, I will day trade this and scalp this all the time. It is a wonderful thing to be a part of. All right, that is there. I'm gonna skip on over here to my to this.
Crazy.
This is what it is, guys. Earnings suck. Apple did phenomenal. The results were great. They were just 0.1% off on the forward-looking projections. The street wants more profitable evidence that we are going into this the right way. So, unfortunately, contracts are scrapped on this one for the earnings play. They work or they don't, right? Should have sold what we were peaking out on yesterday. But anyway, so this will all recover. What our goal is now is to find the bottom of where Apple's going to be oversold. It is already in oversold status, but we need to find the bottom. So this will come to us shortly. By the afternoon session, I hope we have a bottom in so we can actually recoup whatever we did on earnings and try to play this in the other direction. But yeah, that's the risk in earnings. And unfortunately, if you saw it firsthand with me, with my little degenerate play going into this, that is what we get sometimes when we are trying to have some fun here. So that's it on Apple's. Apple's did not deserve this run here. This is terrible in terms of their beat down here. But let's find the bottom here, and we will reconstitute this play. Netflix holding its own. Like I told you guys, consolidation in this region here. Once we break out again, we've got to get above this target line at 73.86. Moving on there, and we'll go back on because the market is open. Look at that nice, beautiful gap up we have. No back test in sight or following it. Looking already at ES trying to take out the 75.24 range up here.
Never saw this
first thing in the morning here. Then we'll see a little bit of consolidation like that pullback that I talked about earlier.
Right,
and then hopefully push forward.
This is quite impressive.
For those of you that are not going to stay and trade around, who may have eyes that are red or other things and should be enjoying margaritas on the beach, this weekend will be volatile, but next week will be better. So turn it off. Go drink your Mai Tais and whatever, and don't worry about today or this weekend. Everything that happens here can be sorted out next week if there is anything, barring, of course, anything that happens geopolitical that is just completely out of the purview of expectation.
If we close
I see a cool, calm weekend for the markets, despite the fact that we will have volatility in the activities. I think the market is going to be numb to that.
We move to the left here.
It's a good beginning of the summer weekend, midsummer weekend for a lot of people too.
Close
so a lot of vacations.
So the week
tends to rest
after we came down.
That's all I got here. I am open for questions.
Right, open and close.
Bias is up next weekend. MHM. That is correct. Let's see here.
To make a lower low and then continue the downside move.
Open here, so
to make a lower high and then we came down.
All right, I got
you.
Lower
low. Now, is this
No.
No.
You can get in. You can get in, but get in with purpose. So you don't want to buy SPY right here. You've got D50 support, but make sure you're going to utilize the support that's going to hold you. We're pretty far away from the 9. Let's today meander out, see if you get a better opportunity to buy a little cheaper. But the get in was we've kind of already talked about, like Soxel, SPY, everything else was trying to buy in on these.
Okay, there's 746. There's the initial rejection.
Yeah, but not sure if adding here would make sense. Well, you always add with purpose too. Just because you're going to add a position doesn't mean you add in the middle. And so here, let's look at SPY. I think you're talking about SPY, if I'm right. Or MHM. Type out what ticker you're talking about if you're not talking about SPY.
But I'm not going to short the first move.
And we'll
tell you
look at this in a little bit.
Look how aggressive this is. Yeah.
So here we are, SPY on the 24-hour.
1, 2, 3 candles there, couldn't break
so
it. Boom,
if you want to buy into the lows, where are you going to buy in up here? We've got the 24-hour 9 coming up pretty high here. We're at resistance levels here on across the board, short term. So buying here doesn't make perfect sense. I'd rather buy once they're cleared. And we keep looking left here. So we can either pull back a little bit today and do that, or if we want to, but I would never actually buy here at the cap. We've got a clear resistance level right here. Let that flush itself out. Either we take it and run, and then you add, or we back test slightly down this way and then go. I mean, down here at this back test of the weekly 9 might have been an okay adder, but it's not. It's that kind of day. And only about halfway to the 4-hour 9. So looking at that there. XSP puts his hedge for 2 weeks out.
Great, look at that. That's
Soxel. All right, so let me switch over to Soxel real quick and look at this here. So Soxel, we're kind of mid-range.
You snooze, you lose.
We're on the run here. Knowing Soxel the way Soxel trades, if we can clear this daily 9 today, that's where I would be adding.
It is always
regardless of negative 9, that should give us the push up. We may be able to add a little bit lower on Monday if things go a little sideways, but that's not a guarantee. So I always look for things that are longer term. Contracts on this stuff, you got to give yourself plenty of time, obviously, so we can get through there. XSP puts as a hedge against Soxel. I mean, it's a perfect concept. I'm just trying to think if we need them or not here.
You
might as well. I mean, it's not going to hurt you to do. What we'd look to do is see if we can get rid of those hedges on Monday, get hedge off, so we have some.
We didn't.
Once we get support up underneath us, we can turn hedges off and then go there. So I don't disagree with your plan. That looks
around 746. Oh my god!
And then you said you wanted Micron. Wow. So this is kind of building anything. I like this right now. I think the fact that we've got everybody still pushing behind this for
final TP in 3 candles.
I think we're okay. You're going to see
anyone got that?
Back to the 4-hour 9.
Anyone brave enough?
It's going to look very similar to. Let me see here.
Holy macaroni!
Okay. So this and push. So whether you enter in today or Monday is up to you. But either way, next week I do think we get some run there. To be honest with you, if you're indecision about it, the potential for you to lose out on between where we are now and 979 is there if you wait till Monday. But if we backtest this 4-hour 9, I would enter exit if lost. If we don't and we just wallow right around here, I'd wait for Monday and then you just enter in up here if it opens above the weekly 9. Weekly 9 is going to be our difficult task here.
How much are these contracts? They went from 25.
Yeah. You can do crude for as well. I think it's a great idea for like Jinju was saying, to get some crude in the portfolio for the next couple of months. I think we're still going to see all the war-related activity help push stuff up. Prices have only been going higher, so those earnings should be pushing things well. But I like to hop in and out of that stuff. I don't like to kind of hold it for too long. I see you typing, bud.
Okay, let's see where we have.
Sell calls on cons when there's a big run.
So I pulled.
Selling calls definitely.
Puts
I mean,
for today.
What a great way to make it on both ends there. I'm a firm believer in that process. If it runs up, then you lose your shares, but you still make your profit. So you still make your premium. So great way to hedge it.
So
absolutely.
We lost half of the value this contract here. 3 minutes on this candle. There is our London high right there now.
Yeah. They have been massive, and a lot of people get liquidated in this. A lot of people are the food that feeds the market.
All the AMAs with one candle, no bounce, nothing. It's just like death. Oof! Holy crap! Who was in those longs? You better have exited there. We just engulfed the previous 30-minute candle right now. What a trade.
Yeah, no worries, MHM.
It's Friday. Think about that. It's always Friday.
Oh my God. Okay. Yep. No, I love the indicator. I built it, right? So anyway. All right, buddy. Have a good one. Anybody else have anything else? I'm glad that post doesn't make it to the recording. Cool. I don't hear anybody. I do see a couple of people unmuted. You're welcome to talk if you guys have something. I'm all ears. All right, I'm gonna shut down the recording, and then I'm gonna post it like I normally do. So I'll hang back here while I'm doing that. Otherwise, you guys feel free to join Ninja, and I will be there shortly. But I am listening in case you have any questions. Type of thought.